What's up, everybody? Today on the podcast, I'm joined by two of my good friends, Tim Kless and Andrew Lomeli. I had a lot of fun on this one. We go pretty deep down the nostalgic rabbit hole, and we spend a lot of time talking about how 1994 might be the best year in pop culture. And if you want to join the conversation, leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, for those of you that want to go audio only, you can check out the podcast on Spotify and Breaker right now. Enjoy the podcast. So this is his new group. We'll take a listen to it. So this has ex-members of Dillinger in it?
So the drummer is Billy Reimer from the Dillinger Escape Line.
Right. And then Russ is on guitar. Who else
Russ
is
on
anyone else? I would know?
Nobody else I don't think you would know.
I like that.
Yeah. This is the best part right here.
Oh, they sing.
Yeah. It's a little more melodic than like Dillinger,
I feel like a band like VOD.
Yeah,
We'll kind of do that sometimes.
Yeah, so no, this band, The End, was kind of had the same path that the Dillinger had. But like their last album, I think they put out was like it sounded a lot like this.
Mm-hmm. Like 90s new metal-y whisper.
New metal's making a comeback though. I feel it.
Yeah, this is gonna be the remake of The Crow.
Yeah, right. Who's in that?
What?
Who did they announce the casting?
I don't know.
Oh,
well, we have
because that's the thing, right? Aren't they remaking it?
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa was gonna be in it.
He was gonna be.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Let's ask Google, not YouTube. Come on. Oh, they left. They were gonna do it. So you would appreciate this. So he comes over, right, a little while ago, and the first thing that pops up on my Facebook page, right? I just look at my Facebook randomly, just popped up on my phone, right? First thing that pops up is a picture of me and him from 6 years ago at some party.
Stop.
I shit you not.
That's why we're saying like it's got to know proximity to other users.
It's got to be geolocation all with that stuff.
But so like you've been here for minutes.
Yeah,
That is just insane.
So you tell me that's happening to everybody all the time, always?
I mean,
crazy.
I've heard stories of people who've gone, like, let's say they go to Target and the person who rings them up, they leave, they go on Facebook, and people you may know, they pop up as someone you may know.
Yeah, because they're both at that location at that same time, right?
It's just like, that's so bizarre.
I don't know.
I was gonna say like there's gonna be an advertisement for White Claws that pop up, but I'd probably already subscribe to every single White Claw there is.
I know. I feel like I hopped on this at a good time. Like when was this a thing? Is this still a thing, or is it over?
White Claw? No,
Yeah,
it'll
new,
never
right?
stop. Yeah, it's going. I think alcohol in general is headed
Have you
that
had
way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're fucking tasty.
So Deuce and Ralph FaceTime me
Yep.
at like 2:00 in the morning the other night,
I saw that.
just hammered on White Claw.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this White Claw? Wait a second.
No,
I think I have some of this in my fridge. So I
Yeah.
grabbed it and I started drinking with them. We were just up till 4 in the morning just drinking White Claws together. They were like on video chat.
So driving here today, I told Russ, I'm like, yo, I'm coming out to the island, like hang out with Joey. Like, if you're around beforehand, let me know. Like, we'll meet up.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yo, pick me up 2 12-packs of the mango White Claw. Because apparently the mango is hard to find on the island.
Really? So there's like sought out White Claws.
Yeah, apparently mango is not a thing on Long Island.
The cucumber melon.
Have you seen them? Where do you buy
White
your
Claws.
beer? Do you buy it at like a 7-Eleven or do you like?
Gas station up the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has like a beer fridge.
Do they have mangoes there though? You're not looking for them.
Yeah.
I'm not looking
Yeah,
for
so
them.
I mean, he's
No.
been looking for them. So like, I figured it's New York. We're blessed with the ability to buy alcohol at like local gas stations, but like Jersey, you have to go to like a beer distributor.
Mm-hmm.
So mango White Claw is a thing that apparently Russ has trouble finding on Long Island. But it's the best flavor if you need. There's also, they have an unflavored one now too. It's a fucking joke though, because it's basically
is it?
it's just
water
They
with-
call it pure, so it's sparkling seltzer, alcoholic seltzer. Okay. But it's just stupid though, because I had it at one time. I got really super excited to see about it first, but like you need something with it. Like it just doesn't feel right just drinking it by itself out of a can. So like you're throwing it into a glass with ice, and then at that point you might as well just be drinking vodka soda.
Right. So what kind of alcohol is in it?
It's like fermented sugar, so it's not like beer. It's not
like
brewed
malt?
the same way.
Like a malt liquor?
Yeah, basically. But it's a good time.
Yeah, it is pretty tasty.
Shout out to White Claw.
Yeah, shout out to White Claw. 2 grams of carbs, 100 calories, all natural flavors.
With this whole like health movement going on right now, it's just it's jumping on that boat and sailing.
Yeah, 2 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, this has to be mostly sugar, though. I don't know if I believe that.
Well, if you drink too many of them, you wake up the next day, you have a terrible headache.
It includes 2 grams of added sugar on top. It's 4% sugar.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The Trulies are good too. I enjoy the Trulies, but the White Claw, the mango White Claw, I'll tell you,
That's the one to go with.
that's the one that gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask my wedding venue if they can actually get it in a keg. I don't think you can keg it though.
I don't think you can keg seltzer.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like fountain soda.
Yeah.
You need like
Imagine
a
that, getting the gun. And like, everything's a different flavor.
Can you imagine? I just need to shoot it right into my mouth.
I'm coming.
My fucking fiance would be like, you're done.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
But I think I have to get it in somehow involved in the ceremony. Whether we get it canned, because like my venue's giving us 30 beers on tap.
So what I'll do is I'll just buy.
That's a lot of beer on
Yeah.
tap. Yeah.
I'll just buy a ton of it, right? I'll give it to everyone at the ceremony
Yeah.
without anyone knowing, right? So when you guys, all right, now you may now kiss the bride. You'll just hear one collective.
Everybody just shotguns a White Claw at the same time. You know how they do like when you leave the church, everybody throws rice on you.
Yeah.
My picture's gonna be everybody shotgunning a White Claw
White
at the
Claws.
same time. We just all shake them up and spray
Shake
'em.
up like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we won the Indian 500. Just you do a backflip off this.
Oh, that'd be
Podium.
so good. That's my dream wedding right there.
Where are you getting married?
Sparta, New Jersey, Rock Island Lake Club.
You're gonna make me go to New Jersey for your wedding?
It's literally like an hour from here. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It takes me like 45 minutes to get here from where I live.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, you make me go an hour for a special.
You know, it's like the whole like shitty shitty like traffic thing in general is just Long Island.
Yeah.
I every time I come out to the island, I forget how fucking I hate driving on Long
Right.
Island.
But
everybody is
in that
insane
to get to your wedding.
Everybody drives insane. I'm from Jersey, where like Jersey drivers. No, Long Island drivers are the fucking worst.
I don't know about the worst.
So all right,
I agree with
I see what you're saying though. I see where you're going with this.
I live in Jersey. I don't consider myself a New Jersey, and I'm not from New Jersey.
Right.
Like I just happen to live there now. But like New York, all right. So Long Island people drive fast and aggressive, whereas Jersey they drive terribly.
Just erratically.
Yeah. Just like I'm just gonna Jersey. I mean, it's called the Jersey Slide. Is when you go from the left lane all the way to the exit,
Oh, yeah,
and
to get
within
to your
like
exit.
like a 50-foot radius. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they do that. But like Long Island, just like on the Southern State Parkway in like 20-mile-per-hour traffic, all of a sudden you have some Guido and like his Infinity G35 just fucking fly up the shoulder. Doing 80. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're in Long Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially on the Southern State Parkway where
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
windy
Yeah.
roads.
Sorry,
and
Tommy, I didn't mean to block the lane for you.
Big time Tommy. Sorry.
Kicking it old school.
Oh man. So what are you doing on the island? You're by your on the island, but this way.
Yeah. I was covering at another store location. So
okay.
I was out over here. If you
Nice.
guys drop by, being that I'm here. So
Yeah. No, I always love a drop in.
yeah.
Speaking of drop ins,
Speaking of
segue. We should talk about NHL 20.
oh,
Is it out yet?
Yeah, I got the demo.
I didn't even buy last year's.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It's not honestly. It's,
No, it's
not,
not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's
got
just,
its glitches.
I feel like it's turning into like Madden, where it's just they just repackaged the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
FIFA hasn't changed in like 10 years.
No, I agree with you. For a while, I felt like that with NHL, and that's why I would wait like a year, like 2 years, 3 years before I'd buy like the new one.
Yeah.
And like at this point, it's like, what can they really change?
Yeah.
To make it that much better, you know? And like they do fix these small things, but then you still end up having these glitches where you're just like, that would just never happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, how many times a night I'm like, that's not how ice works.
And just when those, like the people who play like religiously and they find the glitches and they know the secrets, like you make a right here and then you shoot at this angle and it goes in every single time.
Yeah.
It's like, that is just not fun. It's like, you're not playing, that's not real
It's
life.
like, what is it? NHL 93?
Yeah.
So like 94 was the big one. The year before when it was like NHL PA 93, I think. Whenever you did a wraparound when you're going down, the goalie gets stuck on the one side of the goal. So it's just like games end like 21-3.
Yeah. And like for 10 years, if you were on a breakaway, it was just left, right, up,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
goal, left, right, up, goal.
boom,
Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, every time. This though, so I've been playing the demo, and there are those subtle differences now are noticeable though for people that play a lot.
Okay.
So for example, you know, you come down on a 2-on-1, you shoot off the goalie, it immediately goes to that guy and he scores. That's gone. So now like the goalie's like smacking the puck, flies out of bounds, or it's going in different directions. Like rebound control is there now, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that adds a little different, you know, that's not a guaranteed goal every time. Picking up the puck. So if the puck's near you in 19, you just be like, and it would just come right through your stick, or like you wouldn't like reach for it. Like if it's in your radius, you still wouldn't get it. Now they reach for it, they pull it in, you know, it's a little more refined as far as getting the puck. So that's a big difference too.
Right.
My passing's been on point. You know this. You know how my passing is. I can't pass. I can't pass in this game. I'm either it's the way I'm sitting,
Yeah.
like where maybe I'm just like, you know, so like my up downs are a little off,
Right.
Which I've thought about. Maybe that's the way. You know, maybe I should like get a chair or something. So you're gonna get 20 or?
Did they change like the franchise or be a superstar mode at all? I love that. Like that's how I
Really?
play. I never played online except like the only time I played online was like actually with you and Anthony and
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. If you know me, chances are I'm getting you to play NHL. That's
No, I was a
fun.
big
Good to
fan
play
of being a
with.
superstar. Like I was like playing in juniors and see we're gonna get drafted and then like playing being a GM mode and try to like, you know, draft the best team or whatever. It's always fun to me. Like that's what it was like in Madden was just being a franchise and like I would actually so my whole thing was I create a franchise and then rename all the players as like friends of mine and then I'd keep track of all the stats.
Yep.
And I'd be like, oh yo John, by the way, like yo, you got to get your stats up.
Yeah,
right. You're not cutting it as a number one wideout anymore. And people like they'd text me like, yo, where are my stats at?
I used to do that with the wrestling games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All wrestling would be fun too.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, you
But-
just beat each other up. So.
Yeah.
You know, we're all in our 30s.
Yeah.
Like, how much time do you have to play video games, right?
Well, that's the thing. Is
Yeah.
like I have like legit have played PlayStation 4 like once in the last year probably. I'm like the whole like I'll buy every single Grand Theft Auto until like I'm dead.
Really?
Just because I get still the only game I'll play is GTA 5 still.
Really?
Just because there's so much to fucking do and like I like that version of it. I never got into San Andreas that much for PS3 when that came out, or was that was still 2?
Hey, I think that was too.
Yeah,
right?
it was
it
2.
too?
But like you like
should look
it
back
was
check
basically the fucking Sims meets a Tamagotchi where like you have to feed it, you have to go to the gym, you have to train your like you have to do all this stuff. Dude, all I want to do is just go around and shoot whores. Like why do I need to eat a hamburger?
Yeah.
Like yeah. It's like now I gotta worry about I gotta get money. Like I gotta rob somebody so I can get the money so I can go to the fucking hamburger store, buy a hamburger just so I have the energy to go out and like beat up a prostitute.
I can't believe you just referenced Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, it was perfect though. It was a perfect analogy.
One of my most embarrassing moments was one time I got called out because I used to have a Tamagotchi.
Nice.
But I used to wear it backwards like a beeper.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, so like the clip would be on the outside.
You had a clip for it? No.
Yeah, I had a clip.
Oh man.
So it was. I just used it for my alarm at the time. Like this is before cell phones. I just used it as an alarm. I was hanging out with some friends. I was hanging out with some like girls I liked, and you know, this is like high school days. And
I would say middle school probably.
it might have been.
Dude, I was like
I was hanging out
like middle school.
6,
I was
7th
hanging out with
grade, yeah.
girls, and then like my timer goes, "Oh, I gotta be home." All right, guys, I gotta go. It's like, what the heck? Is that a beeper? I'm like, yes. And they're like, no, it's not. No, it's like no one has a yellow beeper. Yeah, and it was my Tamagotchi. And I didn't hang out with them ever again.
That was
I
it.
think about it, that was it.
It's the last I ever saw him.
Last time, they're like, "Oh, you're a nerd. Oh, you can't hang out with us."
I was too busy playing with Pogs. I never had one.
Oh, Pogs, forget about it.
Pogs were the shit. Yeah.
I got a little too into Pogs at one point.
Yeah.
Like I would sneak into my friends' houses, and
Steal their
Pogs.
Did you flip them first before you take them?
What? No, I'm just taking them. See what I got. Worry about that later.
Oh man, the best Pogs were like the 8-ball ones or the ones with the bomb.
Or the skulls.
Skulls were.
Like,
I had a
I had so
slammer
many
that
different
smelled like
skulls.
bubble gum. So like, you just whiff it like a fucking like crack. And you
like a
slam it
like
down.
a fucking marker.
No, it smelled so good. Yeah, no, it smelled like popcorn or not popcorn. Sorry, bubble gum. Did you ever have the OJ in the slammer?
The what?
So it was a picture of OJ and it had bars over it. It was
that.
called OJ in the Slammer, and that
Yeah.
was your Slammer.
That's hilarious.
Because that was circa like '94 when the whole
right.
OJ
It's
shit.
the best
went
year ever.
out. It was the best year ever.
You got new 94 news?
No, I'm just saying. There's been so many times where Joe and I would just be like, we'd see something like that was a really great movie, and then we look it up. 94.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Literally, yeah.
The music and like movies, and there's like bleed from like September of '93.
Right.
Where you'll see some stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, '94 is just the greatest year.
First Korn album.
First Korn album.
That's when
I didn't even
music
know
was
that.
Yeah, I
Add
did.
that to the list.
Add it to the list, right?
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
Did you ever watch that 30 for 30 documentary about June 14th when the Rangers won the cup? June 12th. So on the same day, I think it was June. I think it was June 14th. It was the Rangers '94 Cup parade. It was the NBA Finals Game 5 with the
Okay.
Knicks. Arnold Palmer's pretty much one of his last rounds. And then it was OJ on the run, all on the same day.
Wow.
And the entire 30 for 30 documentary is just, it's no voiceover or anything. All they do is just switch between the footage between it, and it's fucking awesome. Wow.
June 14th.
There you go. So it was probably 2 days after, whatever the parade was.
June 16th. Was it 14th?
Oh, well, anyway, Forrest Gump. I swear.
Look up.
I mean, I swear. I mean, that's.
That's it right there.
And I swear
By the moon and the stars
in the sun.
I'll be there. My cousin Anthony hates that song.
Who?
My cousin Anthony.
Oh.
You know Anthony. He hates that fucking song.
There's that funny scene from Just Friends.
Yeah,
Opening
what a
scene to
movie.
That movie is so
Underrated movie.
Yeah. That scene was so good.
Blue Joyce?
Just be yourself.
So this was June 12th.
Stupid dick.
So this was a crazy week for America.
Yeah.
It was. So June 12th was OJ. June 14th was the Rangers. I think right after that or right before
Yeah,
that
no,
was
but
the
like
NBA final.
June 12th was the murder, but I think it was like a couple days later.
Maybe the
Is when he
chase was
ran.
on? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Look up OJ case.
June
Or-
17th, the White Bronco. Oh, there you go.
There you go, June 17th. I know it
Yeah.
was.
This is too much.
It's a lot of historical.
There's a lot of words on the screen. I just want
Bullet points. Just give me bullet
There we go.
points.
25
There.
moments that define. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Bullet points. Perfect. What do we got here?
I mean, that's Beastie Boys,
Boys
sabotage.
No way. Pulp Fiction.
Oh, so
Friends?
Friends debut? Oh, that sounds about right.
Holy shit.
Nelson Mandela becomes the South Africa's
There you
first
go.
black president.
94,
May
baby.
10th, 1994. Nirvana's
Oh,
Unplugged.
man.
Unreal.
Who doesn't remember that? 94.
That.
Kurt Cobain's suicide.
I thought that was 96.
Kurt Cobain's
That was
suicide
had to
took
be
a
the same
pivotal
year
position
because
in
they always
1994.
said that like live performance was like his
Oh, I guess that
goodbye.
was 94.
Yeah. Not too bad. Boom.
you go,
There he
OJ.
is. There's your boy.
Yeah.
Have you seen his Instagram now and like his Twitter now?
Dude, when he got on Twitter, oh my God.
It's crazy. It's weird. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Did you watch, what is it? OJ Made in America?
Yes.
The giant documentary. they made?
Anything.
That was
I've watched
phenomenal.
everything on OJ. I know
Yeah.
everything about him. I know way too much about OJ Simpson. That's him, right?
Yeah.
If you don't see it here, I didn't say it. Yeah.
It's me, yours truly. Well, football camps have opened, and Kansas City got lucky. Tariq Hill will be playing this year, and it solidifies my thought that Patrick Mahomes should be the only quarterback drafted in the first round because his separation.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Just stop talking.
So like,
What videos he has.
what's pretty crazy about it?
Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly. Now, coming soon to Twitter, you'll get to read all my thoughts and opinions on just about everything. Now, there's a lot of fake OJ accounts out there, so this one, at the real OJ32, is the only official one. So this should be a lot of fun. I got a little getting even to do. So God bless. Take care.
Whoa.
Hey, Twitter world, this is yours truly.
Got a little
What even to
that
do?
mean?
How many followers does he have now? I guarantee you, he was probably the most instantly followed person on Twitter.
864,000.
That's lower than I thought.
That video had 7.4 million views on it.
Yeah, it's insane.
Who does he follow?
He
What
only
if
follows
he's-
12 people.
The
Oh, it's gonna be
49ers.
all like sports stuff.
PGA golf, of course. The Bills. The Bills are like, please don't follow us.
Yeah.
The Heisman Trophy. Don't you not have one anymore?
Yeah, didn't they take it away?
Yeah. Didn't you have to steal that out of somebody's like hotel room?
All right, that's enough about OJ. Anyway,
Yeah.
most famous murderer in America?
Yeah. Behind him and Manson.
There's like I watched all that Ted Bundy stuff that came out,
Bundy's a good one.
and
You
I
remind me of Ted Bundy.
Oh, that's-
Just means you're charming.
hey, all right.
Just means you're charming.
You look like Zac Efron.
Yeah. But I don't know. But it seemed like it was one of the first like televised
Yeah.
court things that they've never like really filmed and put out for the public to see and like watch day by day.
Yeah, what year was Ted Bundy?
That was in the 70s, I think,
When he
when he went through
went to
court.
court?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got to see him be who he is nationally, and he loved it.
He was eating it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
He would sit there like
what he's
he would
fucking
stare at the camera and he'd just like smile. At
Did you guys watch
this guy's fucking crazy.
the HBO put out a 2-part documentary a couple of weeks ago about the one chick who convinced her boyfriend to kill himself? Do you remember this story?
No.
What's the name of it? Oh fuck! Or the people involved, like the name of the case.
I can't think of the girl's name. I
So
can't
she
think of the
convinced her
document.
boyfriend to kill
So
himself?
what it was like he grew up. They show the whole thing, but it's like this kid grew up in a pretty abusive household.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was getting abused by his parents a little bit. So he's like he was depressed growing up, and like he befriended this girl online. They would talk a few times or like constantly, but they only like. It's like one of those relationships as a teen where like you never see the girl, but like you're dating, you're constantly texting each other.
Oh, she lives in Canada.
Yeah, no, they live like 50 miles apart. They saw each other, I think, 3 times within the span of like 2 years. And basically, like she had the same kind of depressive tendencies. She was friendly with people, but like she was never like invited to things where she was like, oh yeah, I got all these friends from different places, like blah blah blah. But they'd never hang out. Like, yeah, and then she'd text other girls, and they're like, yeah, I know, like, why don't you come over and hang out with me? And then all their friends were always like, yeah, no, I've got something else going on, but like, some other time. Mm-hmm. So like, she wasn't like an outcast by any means, but she had this boyfriend or whatever, and like he was like, oh, yo, I'm gonna commit suicide, and she at first she was like, no, don't, I love you so much, like blah blah blah, like don't do it. Finally got to the point where like. She was just like, yeah, you should do it. Like, and she tried to get attention out of it because he finally actually did kill himself. Like, he's like, no, like he was at one point, he was in the car. He bought a gas generator and left it running in the car while he was sitting in there. And he let the gas build up. And that's what eventually, like, he died from, what is it?
Carbon monoxide?
Yeah, I guess carbon monoxide poison. But at one point, he was going to get out. But she's like, no, you have to do it. Like, get back in. Like, don't back out now. Like, get back in. And he did.
And they have these text messages.
And they have the whole entire record of it. And she went to court for it. But like, you see pictures of the girl like before everything happened. She was like a little bit heavier, not heavy by any means, but like from the time that they, if you look up the HBO thing, she glowed up for the trial. Like she just got super better looking. And like they said, like she did it for attention. Cause like after he died, like everybody's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for your loss. And, like she got all this attention. Like she threw like all these different like benefits for him because he was a big baseball player or whatever. And finally, they got a hold of like all her text messages and like, yo, you are the cause for this. And that's what the big case was. Is like, can they send her to jail, even though she wasn't in the place of the crime or whatever?
Right.
Is she responsible for his death, for telling him to get back in the car and actually kill himself?
Wow. So
Yeah.
this is the whole
That's got to be
conversation.
like the first case of this.
Yeah,
They're
no,
just
for
like,
sure. Yeah.
Where do we begin?
Like, what do you charge her with?
Right.
And I think she got voluntary manslaughter. I forget.
Wow. So she said, you need to do it or I'm going to get you help. And he said, you can't keep doing this every day. So he's been threatening it.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, I'm going to do it today. And she said, do you promise? And he said, I promise, babe. I have it now. Like right now, where do I go? Question mark. And she
Yeah.
said,
It's fucked
you
up,
can't
man.
break a promise and just go in a quiet parking lot or something.
Jesus, man.
And that was it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So her thing is she did it so people would see her.
She wanted the
secretly
attention from it. Yeah.
attention.
She secretly wanted the attention for it.
Or she's really bad at sarcasm.
Yeah, do it. Kill yourself.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
don't you?
Yeah. Do it today. Really? What are you waiting
You won't, pussy.
for? Yeah, what are you, a pussy? Yeah. I never would have thought about that. Like, I guess just because we come from before there was internet. Dude, we're in such a fucking weird spot, man. We're a
I mean,
transitional
the most that
generation.
oh yeah, for sure, we're like right in the middle of it. But like the most we ever had was what, AOL Instant Messenger.
God, I wanted to kill myself so many times with that too.
Whenever I was sad, I just post lyrics from like Dashboard Confessional.
That was your away message.
Your hair is everywhere.
Screaming infidelity. For as for now, you know.
Did you put like your away message up, but like you were still on?
Yeah.
Just-
Always,
Who's gonna message
always.
me?
Oh my god, yeah.
People need to think I'm busy.
So you ever put like the special alert for like the girl you had a crush on, so it makes a different sound than when
Oh, yeah.
normal people get on? Yeah, baby.
Get off the phone.
Yeah. Or like you'd be in the middle of talking to like the girl and they pick up the phone and then you lose connection. You're like, Mom! Then you sign back on and they're offline.
Yeah.
You're just like, now you're like, your whole day is
Yeah.
ruined.
Your life is ruined. We were children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Middle school. That's like 8th grade. I remember being on there a lot.
Yeah.
I asked my sophomore prom date out on Instant Messenger.
What'd she say?
Yes, obviously. Why would you turn this down?
Is that even a question?
Come on. She was my neighbor. She was hot.
Could have just walked next door. But
I could have. I
But-
literally could have walked down the street and just did it.
like think like
Psycho.
to me, like when I think like, oh, back in middle school, like I don't think 19 years ago.
No,
But
yeah.
not to say that out loud, it's just like, holy shit, that's 19 years ago.
Yeah, where the difference in years is longer than the actual time we were alive at the time of those memories.
Yep.
Yeah.
Weird that we still talk about them.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is true.
Drew and I went to middle school together. That's where we
Okay.
met each other. And there's literally classes.
Yeah.
I remember pretty vividly, as far as I can tell, with him and I in it, and just the jokes we would tell and stuff like that. But like, there's parties that when we were in our 20s that
I couldn't tell you. Like I see a picture from it and I'm just like,
I
what
was
was that?
there.
What was
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
you know what I mean?
No idea
Yeah.
what happened at that party.
Why is that? They're more recent.
But I mean, when
We
you're
weren't drinking, I guess, when we were 14.
that, and when you're younger, I mean, I feel like your brain's more impressionable, and like those things make an impact on you as a person more.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
There's a whole wave of bands that are getting back together now and like
nostalgia.
redoing albums. It's incredible.
Oh, think about the world we live in. You can't go to the movies right now that wasn't a reboot of some other movie you've
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, Stranger Things is the greatest thing on TV because of how it makes us feel. Well, it makes us feel like kids again. You know,
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
people remember. So hell yeah, all these bands are going to be coming back. Like
It's
you're
cash.
It's
damn
easy money.
right.
Easy
Yeah.
money. It's every 10 years. It's like when we grew up, a lot of people our age and maybe a little younger were so into 80s. Like
Yeah.
80 music. Oh man, we have 80s parties. The generation now that are like growing up, they're in bars, they're playing all
90s
90s
stuff.
music.
Yeah, 90s.
It's every like
Yep.
10 years you recycle that generation. It's just like, oh man, if only I was like around this time.
Like Limp Bizkit's significant other's 20 years old this year. If that doesn't fuck your head.
Yeah, that one hit me. That would hurt a little bit.
20 years.
20 years. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they came around and they, like, apparently they're still a band and, like, they're recording
Sure.
a new album
Yeah.
right now. They've been recording the
fine.
same album for the last 10 years. But, like, apparently, according to, like, comments online and stuff, they still throw down during a live show really good.
Well, they're Limp Bizkit, man. Like, all honesty, is there a Limp Bizkit song that you heard that you hated?
Everything,
you might not like
everything
it, but
after Chocolate Starfish. I'm not into.
Yeah, you're the guy who's always into the band's earlier stuff is always better. You are. You know it. You know it for a fact. Every time I talk to you about a band, I'm like, yeah, but the early stuff, the stuff that was unreleased shit, man, you don't even know about that.
So get
shit.
this.
Did you read the book?
So I read the book first. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair. I'll take it. All right. It hurts a little, but I'll take it. No. For the majority, you're right. But no, He Is Legend just put out a new album. It's fucking phenomenal.
See, that's what I want to hear from you. Yeah.
No.
Because I love He Is Legend.
Even so, like 18 Visions put out an album. That's like 2 years ago at this point. It's fucking awesome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, again, though, but this could be that nostalgia effect, though. These are all bands that you loved growing up, and now they're putting out new shit, and you're excited about it. But, like, a kid that's playing metal music right now who's 18, 19 years old might not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Everything's getting more and more niche. You know, and it's just getting narrower and narrower audiences because everyone has their... It's not only the style that they like of music or movies or whatever, it's the time frame.
Yeah, that too. And that's why, like, I fell out of metal pretty bad just because that's the case. Like, it's just like, oh, you got to listen to this new band. But it's like, all right, that's cool. But it sounds like this band like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And
I know who that band listens to.
Yeah.
That's the age we're at now.
As soon as I heard Motionless in White, which is the name of an 18 Vision song, that's like where I was just like, all right, if they're just, these bands are just rehashing like other bands' shit. But what's cool now is though, is like I'm finding other bands that I slept on.
You didn't give them a
During
chance,
that,
maybe.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I just got into like Tony Danza
Tony Danza's tap dancing.
Fucking incredible.
They're amazing.
Fucking incredible.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
Yeah, it's just like this, I'm like, where was I when this came out?
But that was when when that came out though, you were heavy into the style you liked. You liked Dillinger. You like fucking
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
but and I guess
different.
maybe like my taste has changed a little bit. Maybe like it deviated towards where Tony Danza was at the time, and like that's why I'm picking up on it. But like, just Spotify in general is probably the greatest investment you can make in your life right now.
I pay for it.
I would pay more for it if I had to.
Yeah,
because it's just like
it's so true.
Your daily mix is the most incredible thing, just because like it plays the shit that you have downloaded on your phone or like your favorite and whatever, but then it'll throw in all these other jams that like are closely associated with it. And now you can discover like all these bands that are current or like they're just old shit, and it's fucking awesome because like, oh man, like I slept on August Burns Red too.
Yeah, like we were. So when I was in A War Within with like Timmy Rapp and Phil, we were playing August Burns Red songs.
Really? Right?
Yeah. That's basically what we were doing. But it's funny that you got into it. I love that fucking band. A really good groovy metalcore. I texted you something the other day, and going down this exact feeling, I've been, my daily mix, I've been broadening my horizons and stuff like that. There's this band AJR. Are you guys familiar with them?
I know the name.
I love this fucking band.
Yeah.
Because their music, it's very, I think you'd like it. It's I don't even know what it is. It's just good. It's like pop music with like electronic music and like fucking like rap beat and like beats and shit.
Yeah.
And their choruses are just the catchiest shit in the fucking world. Like
Right.
and it's just, I'm so into them right now. When I think of them, like this is something that I'd like to do because it's blending a lot of different things.
Right. That's what I love is that, like, for a while, I would say from maybe like 2010 to 2000, let's say 16, I just like lost faith in like the new music that was coming out, and I wasn't really open to like new bands coming out because I'm like, it's like, yeah, like a lot of the stuff that's on the charts are like the same artists that were big when we were in high school, college. Like like your top Hot 100, you had like Beyonce, Usher, like Jay-Z, and they're still relevant today, and they're still on the 100. So I was like, it's all the same shit. Like I'm not even gonna bother. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, this band, a friend of mine introduced me to this band. And it just like made me want to venture more into like newer bands that are coming out or artists. And so I was going to ask you guys, like, what group or artist that maybe has come out in the last 3-4 years have you like picked up on? Like, wow, like this is really good stuff. Like I thought, everyone's just like doing the same shit, but like this stuff's pretty good. Like what you just said, AJR,
but I got them to your point from 21 Pilots.
Okay.
You know who I love right now?
Who's that?
Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Fucking
we were
amazing.
talking about that the other day.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's the new Lord. So that's
She's
that's
so
what
awesome.
that's how I see it. Like
Yeah.
she's that new Lord.
Yeah.
You know what's weird though now? We almost have like wholesale music. So when an artist would come out with like a big hit, like how Billie Eilish did, right? We used to have to like wait weeks and see if they came out with another one, just to see if they were one hit wonder or not. And they'll go, all right, let me hear your second song. And if it's not as good as this song, you're a one hit wonder. But now, Billie Eilish shows up, right? You go on her YouTube, the 2 days after she shows up, there's 6 videos.
I know.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if I'm a one hit wonder, whatever, here's all my shit. And if this is it, this is it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, or just take it all in and just assume that, hey, there's no such thing as one hit wonder anymore.
Just the whole album,
Interesting.
the theme in general, I think it's dead.
Oh, it's
No,
dead.
it's-
It's singles.
Right.
It's just a list of singles.
Right. You don't want to make an album anymore. You want to make a playlist. You want something that can scroll on YouTube in someone's background while they're fucking working on their computer and there's videos playing.
Yeah.
That's the new album,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right.
Do you have a newer band that's come out, or artist?
This girl from my town that I used to work with, and I went to high school with her, and we, her name's Kelsey, but she goes by VÉRITÉ. She's fucking actually really fucking good. She's great. I listen to her shit all the time. It's not just because I actually know her, but like she's actually really good too. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Like pop, as far as pop goes.
Yeah, as far as like things that would show up on a Spotify playlist,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it was what I was saying before. That when my friend introduced me to this band, it was the 1975. She showed me 2 songs, and I was like, "What is this?"
Oh, yeah.
And I just like I became a fangirl.
Yeah.
Like right away, and I was like, I want to know everything about this band, and I want to hear everything they ever put out.
And now you've seen them too.
I saw them 3 times in that
times.
one tour. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't even do that for bands I
Yeah.
love. I was just like,
Yeah.
I just needed to soak them in.
Yeah.
And I just thought the way that they mixed genres was really, really different. And you didn't really like hear
Yeah.
that out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just tickled my ear. Like my
That's exactly how I feel about AJR, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow.
That's cool.
Let's take a look at that
VÉRITÉ.
friend of yours. Yeah.
So she put out like 2 singles she just came out with. Put up Gone. So she became really good friends with Sophia Bush from One Tree Hill,
Really?
who played Brooke.
Oh, I know who it is.
And I'm like,
Don't act like I don't watch
like-
One Tree Hill.
I'm like, please introduce us. Please introduce us. Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
She's
There's
such a sweet girl too. It's a joke.
Yeah, and it's the arrangement's very nice. Like so,
Yeah.
the music's very subtle, so it really
Yeah.
it really focuses on her voice.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I like. You know, whoever produced that did a great job.
So that song where I've been like starting to collect a whole bunch of songs. I have Apple Music, and there's it's like a playlist called Today's Chill
Yeah.
playlist.
She's all over him.
Right, and I'm saying like that music, that style of music for me is like I've just been collecting songs off of those playlists. Like, and I have like my own that I just pull from it.
They put her on the front of like, here, look, indie pop chill out. That's her on the front.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, she's like she's legit blowing up. Yeah.
77,000 views. That's
Yeah.
just that's not like your normal
No,
guy
exactly.
putting a
Yeah,
video
exactly. It's not like My Kingdom.
up. He's not gonna know that
Nah, he's
until he
just kidding,
rewatches the. But yeah, no, that's like one of the newer style of music is that I've been getting into has been that sound, like this sound.
Yeah.
I really dig it a lot. Yeah, something that I missed the boat on was, and I couldn't believe it, that I'd never heard of Jeff Buckley before. Oh, my right? God. And this was, I would say, about like 5 years ago, right? And so like, but the style of music that I love, this girl that I worked with, she's like, you would really like Jeff Buckley. And I'm like, what is he, a newer artist? Like I had just like zero knowledge of this person.
Yeah.
And she's laughed at me. She's
Yeah.
like, you don't know this? Like you're a 90s person. Like you like 90s alternative and like singer-songwriter stuff. Like you've never heard Jeff Buckley.
Jeff Buckley,
No.
yeah.
So she played Last Goodbye for me. And I like almost cried when I listened to it because it was like, this was the song that I had in my head that I wish I could have wrote.
Yeah.
And it hit every mark of a song that I would, like, my perfect song. I was like, this guy is, I was so pissed that I had never heard of him.
What was like the album that did it for you? Like the one that just like, holy fuck, this is my album. This was written for me.
Oh wow. It's funny because I can't even remember the name of it, but I know exactly which one it was. It was the second Ghost Inside album.
Really?
That's when I was like, this is the music I want to play.
Did you see the videos from their reunion?
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
Fantastic.
Unbelievable.
But I'll tell you, I'm listening to a lot. It depends on the time. Like right now, if anyone's singing about like family,
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
burst into tears. You know what I mean? You know that song where it's like, give me one
Cast in the
second.
Cradle.
No, I just It's so funny you mentioned that. 'Cause I literally like 2 days ago I was listening to that. I'm like,
Is it
this is what
Mop?
they're talking about.
Yeah.
I never really actually listened to it.
I connect so much more now. Shit.
Oh yeah, I heard it in the car. I was driving with Dana and I was just crying.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about Spotify if you're listening?
Which
If
we know
go to
you are.
Spotify.com,
Which we know
can we
you
go to the web player, not like the account page?
What was your album? That
Converge Jane Doe. That's why it's tattooed on my arm.
Right.
Like the first time I heard it, I can remember exactly where I was. I was on tour with my friend's band at the time. It was the summer after I graduated high school. It was 2:00 in the morning. We were in the middle of an Arizona desert, and I put it on for the first time. And I was fucking like flabbergasted how brutal it was, but at the same time like emotional. Mm-hmm. And like I just sat there for 10 minutes afterwards, just like took my headphones off, and I'm like, holy fuck, that was it. Like. And ever since then, like that's been my album. Like I listen to it whenever I'm pissed off. Like if I'm emotionally breaking down, like that's what I throw on because it's just pure emotion thrown into musical form and just fucking brutal as shit.
Yeah.
The track Jane Doe by Converge is what I think is perfection for 10 minutes.
Your brother has a Converge tattoo.
yes, he does.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Remember that kid that went to 5 Towns too? That had the same tattoo as me.
Yes.
Yeah, give us a tool though.
The shitty version of you.
Yeah. Oh, the whole shitty version.
Yeah,
of
that was good.
He's was part of the origination of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think I crowned
I think he
I
created
crowned
it.
Oh,
he
nice.
saw
It started with the shitty version of Steve.
yeah, and then it was Deuce and I.
then
And they used to hang out together.
That was the best part.
No way.
Yeah,
That's golden.
He would be like, Joe, come here.
yeah. Holy shit, that was
Like that's something I still use to this day.
Yeah,
Just so you know, if you
yeah.
originated it, like you've impacted me.
That's where that came
That's
from.
all I wanted in
Yeah.
my life was just to impact somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I'll tell you. This is gonna sound weird, but "Ain't No Rest for the Wicked" by KG Elephant is
a great song.
It's probably one of my favorite songs.
a good song.
If it's on, I'm listening to it. It's like Con Air. Like if it's on, you're watching it.
Oh wow.
Con Air, you put that up there?
It's the first one that popped in my head. I just went with it.
What? All right. Here's the question. Most rewatchable movie of all time.
Step Brothers.
Oh, that's a good one. Shawshank Redemption.
That's a great one.
I think that was 94. No. Imagine if
Might
that was.
be. It might be. Look that up.
We got
swear,
10,
we got 10 out
that
of
might be
25.
94.
If that's the next slide, I'm going to lose
swear to
my
God,
shit.
No, didn't that lose out to like Forrest Gump?
Oh, shit.
I think that is 94.
Oh, my God.
Oh no!
What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
Oh my god! 1994.
That's the highest rated movie on IMDb, I believe.
You've got to be kidding
As
me.
well, it should be 9.3.
Scroll down. Top rated movies, #1.
Nominated for 7 Oscars.
That movie's unbelievable.
October 14th, 1994.
I cannot
Tony,
believe
man,
that just said that.
94.
Best year of all
See,
time.
this is the stuff like we talk about. Like we can catch this on camera.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Like we have that moment. We're like,
Yeah.
it's 94. No, wait, is it? Fucking love it. Oh,
That's so wild.
so good.
That's great.
So, on my birthday in 1994, Brady Shea was born.
Oh, you did the hockey thing?
Yeah.
I might be the best hockey player born on my birthday.
Literally you.
Like I looked
12,
at, I looked
12.
at it. I'm like, there's not like good names on this list.
Is that tweet where it's like, okay, you got to pick a player that was born on your birthday, and then they face the goalie that was in the Stanley Cup Finals of your birth or
Year?
of your graduation year.
Oh, the graduation year.
So my graduation year was 03, so it's Marty Brodeur.
That's for all of us.
And then I had Probably, yeah. But then like I looked at my birthday and like there's nobody fucking scoring on like Marty Brodeur in 03.
Let's check. I don't. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Who do we got?
So November 12th.
Props. You remember my birthday?
Drew, your birthday's been a month before my birthday
Yeah.
for 30 years.
I know. It's true. Nobody. If it,
Here we go.
Oh,
Let's see what you got.
Oh, I'm going Hurdle. I'm going Hurdle. Actually,
it's Hurdle.
I'll go Pedersen over Hurdle.
That's it. Let's go back to this
94
list because we only are at number 9. Shawshank Redemption.
Holy shit!
It was the next.
If we just scroll down, if we had just scrolled down. Oh my god. Joe's out.
What the
That's
actual
awesome.
fuck?
That's awesome.
Joe, what the actual fuck, man?
What the fuck?
It's the algorithm, baby. It's the yeast, baby. We got to keep going. Oh, Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Yep, 94 upstate New York.
Lion King. Lion King was
That's pretty relevant, right? Lion
See
King.
the new one?
No.
No, I saw the old one, but I gotta see a new one for.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't stop. I just I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that was the next.
Yeah.
And I said, if we rewind
it.
you'll hear me say, if that's the next slide, I'm gonna lose my shit. No joke. Insert that in.
That might be 94.
If that's the next slide, I'm gonna lose
swear to
my
God,
shit.
No, didn't that lose out to? That's awesome.
What are the chances that that's on next?
Yeah.
We ignore it to look it up,
Yeah.
and it happened to pop up in conversation randomly talking about something completely irrelevant.
That the one website that you went to, the slide we stopped before it, and that list of 25 things happened to be on the list that they put on, like just all those small little things. That's
crazy.
Man.
Crazy.
Blows my mind, man. Wow.
Oh man.
Wow, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been flabbergasted in my life before, but I think that's the adjective I need to use for how I feel right now.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking guy. Get out of here, White Michael.
Forrest Gump.
Gump.
What a movie.
Yep.
Corn.
I told you
Yeah.
first. We mentioned first Corn album.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
TLC.
Left Eye Lopez set her husband's
blew up
place
under
on.
ice and- yeah.
She
Yeah.
lit on fire or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Arson.
Good for her.
Yeah.
No.
Amazon launched.
No fucking way.
Holy shit.
This is making me feel like that we're in the Matrix.
Downward Spiral, I believe, is 94.
Bro, PlayStation came out in 1994.
That early? Holy shit.
PlayStation.
I thought that was later.
The greatest system to ever
Yep.
exist.
All right, debate.
All right.
You're going with PlayStation as the best system?
I mean, as a series, I would say yes.
Okay, I'll believe. Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe
I'll give you that. As a
individual
series,
system.
Individual, no.
I actually liked 64 better, but that's only because I played like the wrestling games on it and they were amazing.
Okay.
But
PlayStation as a series, I'll give you that one absolutely because
Yeah.
I think PlayStation 2
yes,
is
Right.
probably the
10
best
yes,
single
yeah.
system.
that might be true. Yeah.
I think the.
I mean,
jump
obviously,
from-
PlayStation 4 is way better than PlayStation 2.
Right.
But like
you're talking
nostalgia
about-
reasons, like
For nostalgic reasons.
You look at, I mean, even still, you look at the like the games catalog and stuff like that. I think PlayStation 2 is there.
That's true. Like all the games that exist today evolved from PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
You know, like they had. Well, I mean, no. PlayStation 1 had Resident Evil. PlayStation 1 had fucking all the big names. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Final Fantasy 7. Everyone went crazy.
But like
for
as
that
as far as like when you look back at like series like that, like Final Fantasy or Resident Evil, like the Grand Theft Autos, like they all had a top title that was for PlayStation.
PlayStation 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first non-memory card system? Was it 2 or was it 3?
You mean first memory card system?
No, non-memory.
non-memory.
So like
Like-
PlayStation 1 had the memory card. PlayStation 2, I believe,
They-
had the memory card.
Yes, I think
Right.
they did.
And then PlayStation 3
got
came with
rid
a
of
hard drive.
Oh, the hard
Yeah.
drive. Yeah. So it wasn't not PlayStation.
internal memory. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't need it anymore.
No. Yeah, it was
But
3.
I mean, but you could save games on Super Nintendo. Legend of
No.
Zelda: Link for the Past. You can save your game.
Oh yeah, you
You
did.
could.
You could.
Yeah.
With Super Mario World too, right?
Yeah.
But that wasn't every game. Because like I would play Spawn,
Yeah.
and I'd have to pause it, eat dinner,
Yeah.
come back, and otherwise it would I'd never
Nah,
get back.
it depended on the game.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It was game
But it
dependent.
had the capacity on the cartridge.
Right.
Had memory on it.
Right.
Wow, I wonder how much memory was on that cartridge. Like what? 156
8 megs?
kilobytes,
Yeah.
maybe.
I would say 8 megs top.
8 megs. That was this.
Yeah.
That was PlayStation. You're talking Super Nintendo,
Well, oh yeah.
right? Because remember
that's what-
these cards were 8 megs.
What?
Yeah.
All right. So, greatest video game of all time.
Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god!
Let's go. We're going there.
Holy shit!
No subgenre, just all time best video game
All
ever.
time single title best game of all time.
I mean, The Legend of Zelda.
Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly my answer.
Oh, actually, Ocarina of Time. I think was a lot more fun, to be honest with you. But that was the
think
first
so.
time it was 3D Zelda.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I'm gonna not go as I guess maybe not. Well, yeah, if you do an Ocarina of Time, but I was gonna say GoldenEye. Like, to
But that's
me,
where subgenres come in. Because like that would be like the best shooter, like first.
That
person
was
shooter.
the
I would
shooter.
say that was the shooter.
Yeah,
I would absolutely
How
100%
much-
agree with you.
I want to know, like, when I
That was
die,
the-
if I can look and see how much time I spent playing.
I mean,
GoldenEye.
that game revolutionized like multiplayer, like shooter games like that.
Yeah.
on console. Because remember
Absolutely.
before
Oh,
that,
yeah,
it was
you had-
Quake and Doom.
Right.
Well, the
That was PC
multiplayer.
though.
Yeah.
What?
PC.
That's PC. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. On console,
Yeah.
it was GoldenEye.
Right. Great answer.
Yeah. GoldenEye. That game. God. Damn.
Fucking unbelievable.
But all N64.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
I was gonna say Link to the Past just because it was revolutionary in the way it was developed.
and how they told the story and stuff like that.
Just how they were able to make the game so long just by switching colors. Like, you go from the light world to the dark world. They were able to do that just by switching the colors of the maps.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could double the span of your
Exactly.
game. Yeah.
With like half the memory.
But I don't know. See, now I'm thinking I've played so many great games.
The first
so
Metal
many
Gear
great
Solid.
Yeah.
Like that game.
Yeah.
That
The game was insane.
the way to beat like the boss was to unplug your controller from the first player and put it into the second player because you can read your mind. That was how you beat one of the guys.
Really?
They don't do that in games. X-Men for Sega Genesis.
I hated that fucking game. I could never beat that game.
Because there's a board where the only way to beat the board is you have to reset the Sega.
What?
Yes, you're going up against Mojo. And it's the whole thing's about like Mojo is like a international TV, like it's weird. But anyway, the way to beat the board, like you're stuck on a board and you
Yeah,
can't beat it. The only way to beat it is to reset the game, and then when you go back in, you start on the next board.
That's wild.
Facts.
Never heard of that. I
That's
gotta
why you never beat it.
look that up. I need to see this. Because I remember playing that game and just not being able to ever beat that. God, just getting so frustrated.
The really weird way to get to the last level of X-Men. Yeah. That was the board. That video. So when you click on this thing, it says reset the computer, and then you're just there. You can't do anything about it. So you have to literally reset the Sega.
Like
wild.
And anyone playing that game would never think like I played all this. You think I'm gonna hit reset and start over?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like no way.
Exactly.
Never.
Kids today will never know that frustration because you know the anxiety of just
Yeah.
I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because that's the last board.
Yeah.
That game's long as shit.
It is. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard, that game.
Yeah. So here we go. To reset the computer, the player had to press reset on the Sega Genesis console.
That's wild.
Dude, when I was in my 20s when I found that out.
Oh shit.
And Duffy and I went back and played, and we're like, no way.
Really?
We did it. And it was just like,
Do you remember
Blown away.
And when you buy a Link to the Past, it gave you that cheat sheet. It had like a little booklet of all the like.
it was a walkthrough, wasn't it?
No, it was just like, all right, if you, like at this level, you need to like do. It was basically the secrets. To,
Right, it was a
to
code
being
book
yeah.
or whatever, yeah.
And so my dad actually took it from us.
Really?
He's like, I want you to beat this game without this. And he hid it in his dresser.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Man, that's some innovative dad
Yeah.
work right there.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad taught us the important lessons at an early age.
My dad would have been like, "Turn this shit off. You're wasting your time. Go
Put on-
outside and do some work."
We got lawns to mow.
Yeah.
Put on the golf channel.
Here we go. So we had PlayStation. We're only 3 away. Of course.
Sig. So, Saturn.
Of course, a great album's released. Who we got here?
Nick Cave. Nah.
Oasis,
First
Beastie
Blur album.
Boys, Blur.
I feel like it's gotta be a way
I
better list.
had Nirvana on those Oasis albums. That's a
All right. Songs. Boom. I mean, Regulate, Warren G. I Swear.
yeah.
I'll Make Love to You, Boys to Men. Buddy Holly from Weezer.
Weezer's
Also,
first
the
album was
first album
94.
was 94.
That's
Fir-
fucking awesome. Great album.
Madonna, Luther Vandross.
Soundgarden.
My endless
Friends
love.
listen to Endless Love in the Dark.
That song's only from 94. I thought that was like 80s.
Hold on. When did Happy Gilmore come out?
96.
Yeah, that had to be later than 94. Oh, this
Dude,
guy
he's
is on fire.
On fire.
Gotti.
Black Hole Sun.
Great.
Fantastic Voyage from Coolio.
Slide.
Loser, Beck.
Loser.
Yeah, back.
Sabotage, there you go.
Stone
Interstate
Temple
Love
Pilots.
Song.
That's a great one.
Fucking, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Did that album come out in 94?
Yeah.
12 Gracious Melodies? That was
Probably.
the name of their second.
Tiny Music. No, Tiny Music was.
That was the third.
Oh my God, what's the name of that album? I can't think of it.
All right, let's keep going. I'll
Prodigy,
stand by
holy shit.
you. Undone. That's that whole album.
When I Come
When I
Around.
Come Around.
Yeah.
Dookie was in 94.
Dookie was 94.
Dookie was 94
Dookie was
too?
94 too.
Dookie was the first cassette tape I ever bought myself.
What was mine? Shit. No, I had a couple of Michael Jackson.
It was
but I
it was
tried
one
to
it was one of
block that
two.
out.
It was one of two. You know what the other one was? Weird Al.
Yeah.
Bad Hair Day.
Bad Hair Day. I was gonna say that. Can you click on it? See what it says.
First of all, Gloria Estefan Turned the Beat Around came out in 1994.
And,
And,
like,
All I Want for
I
Christmas.
was going to say the most famous Christmas
Fire song of all time. Yeah.
For all I know, Christmas started in 1994.
That would make Jesus only about 26 years old.
But like retail Christmas.
Right.
Yeah.
that song.
That's
There's no
retail
better
Christmas.
selling song, I think. Click on that. See what it says about sales. It's got to be like one of the top selling songs of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was a little bit of puke.
Here we go.
Yeah. My girl.
Let's go to background
Cri-
writing, critical reception.
Legacy.
Boom.
If you have a legacy thing on your Wikipedia page, you know you're
For
like
one
you were
song.
top shit.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you
And
got?
the 11th best selling
Selling
single of all time. 60 million in revenues just from the one song. It's a fucking joke.
In 2017. That's exponential forever
Right.
until they cancel Christmas.
When do you think they start like canceling holidays?
Didn't they start doing that already?
Like Columbus Day is basically canceled.
Yeah. It's gone.
Yeah, it's
Like
indigenous.
you don't get off
yeah,
on Columbus Day anymore.
Yeah. It's I mean
Well,
it's
just
like, hey, we beat the Indians Day.
Right. Like there's some
Yeah.
legit reason
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know?
I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
It was like it's like an alternate holiday on your work schedule.
Right. It's like this. Whatever.
This is the movies.
Pulp
Oh
Fiction.
my God.
Speed.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Look at this
Dumb
fucking
and Dumber?
list, dude.
Oh my God.
Clerks, bro. Clerks, Speed, Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, Pulp
Crow.
Fiction, Lion King. I've seen every movie on
Yeah.
this screen
Yep.
Yeah.
30 times each.
Yeah. Like no joke.
Without a doubt. More.
Yep.
True Lies, The Crow.
Natural
Hey.
Born Killers.
I think that's what set us on.
The first
down this
Ace
rabbit hole.
Ventura.
The first Ace Ventura. And The Mask.
And he put them out back to back in the same year.
Yo, Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey was the shit.
Oh, fuck.
And
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those three movies came out in 94.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
It was the
probably
year
made
of Jim Carrey.
$1 billion that
Dude,
year.
it was the year of the Carries. I bet you Drew Carey's TV show came out in 1994. Let's see.
Oh, no.
I will literally smash this bottle on my head if Drew Carey show came out in 1994 right now. I'll do it. Just 95.
Wait, I hope it's January.
Look at the premiere date. It's gonna be like December or January. Yeah, January. September.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's legit 95.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on.
D2.
No, D2 came out in 94 too. Wes Craven's The New Nightmare. I remember that. Yep.
Time Cop.
Leon, that's a great movie.
Time Cop. The Flintstones
Santa
movie.
Claus.
Stargate.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Christmas was
Christmas
94.
started on 1994. It's been a roosh this whole time.
So bad. Just Mariah Carey and Tim Allen just made Christmas baby.
Maverick.
Little Giants. Oh my God.
Little Giants. That was such a blank check.
Blank check.
Oh, blank check.
Angels in the Outfield. Beverly Hills Cop 3. That one sucked.
Airheads.
My God. The Shadow. I remember that. I used to watch it all the time.
The Baldwins were killing it in 94.
Yeah, they were.
What a year.
Oh man.
When did Sliver come out? That was a joke we used to make in 8th grade.
8th grade. I need to know if I'm remembering this the way I've always remembered it. Dude, this movie was porn.
Yeah, it was.
I've never seen this.
No?
You've never seen Sliver?
No.
Bro, Sharon
Sharon
Stone
Stone.
at her best.
I mean, it's not a Basic Instinct.
It's fuck basic.
Yeah, Basic Instinct, nothing compared to this.
This makes Basic Instinct look like Barney.
Oh, it's dubbed.
Yeah,
It's French.
It's Spanish.
They overdubbed the moans.
Yeah.
It's like, la,
Oi,
la,
Is that a Baldwin? It is a Baldwin, right?
Yes, that's what reminded me of the movie.
Was Haley Baldwin born in 1994?
Fuck, I'm like not
Baldwin.
used to this keyboard.
I don't think she's that old.
I don't think
She's
so
got to
either.
be like 23 at this point.
Yeah, she's born in like 2000.
96. All right, so 2
Okay,
years old.
96. Not too far.
She's a pretty
Wow.
girl, though.
Okay.
Yeah. I met Steve Baldwin, actually.
Really?
My uncle played baseball with Billy. My family's from Massapequa.
Okay.
All the Baldwins are from Massapequa. They went to high school. They played baseball together. Actually, my uncle claims that Billy Baldwin called him the funniest person he's ever met. But if you were to ask him that now, he'd be like, "Who?"
Yeah, right. What? Who's
Yeah.
that?
like-
I met Stephen Baldwin once at Tower. He came in one day.
You know,
when I
if
was
Alec Baldwin said that, I'd be impressed. But
Yeah,
Billy,
yeah, Billy. I mean, what better year than for New York sports than '94?
there never has been a better year for New York.
You had the
sports
Knicks in the
than 94.
finals.
How is the 1994 New York Rangers not on this list?
Because people are fucking assholes.
Dude, hockey
They don't
gets
recognize
no
real
respect.
sports.
No
I know, it's
respect.
terrible.
Well, I mean, now even with like ESPN, when we grew up watching Sports Center, it was
ESPN's a
awesome.
joke. ESPN's failing as a network.
Yeah, ESPN is just what did Peyton Manning Twitter?
Yeah. No,
Today.
it's like, yeah, let's listen to Stephen A. Smith, who's literally the biggest joke in sports.
I mean, OJ, what's
What
happening
other
to us in
sports do you
America?
need than like fucking OJ's
I
Twitter?
don't know what's
Right.
going on with America. You know, today I was told that this individual, let's call him person A, stated that he thought
Exhibit A.
should not have a right to public expression. What's interesting about that is person B, years ago, helped fight for person A's right for freedom of expression, public expression.
Doesn't want to say
And
names.
then I get home and I'm watching politics. And I see where this one party pushed a measure to the floor that they knew they couldn't pass, that would have make them look divided, which they did. The other party looked like a team, like they were totally together. They all voted the same way. Maybe whoever pushed this is a double agent. I don't know.
Whistleblower.
What's going on, America?
What is going on, America?
What's going on in your own head, dude?
Oh my God.
What are you even talking about?
I have no idea what he's referencing.
Like, just say your like.
All right, here we go. Google's gonna tell us greatest year in pop culture history.
All right, let's guess.
99.
Never mind.
Ooh, 90.
Are you shitting me?
We've been through this.
1993.
Let's look at it just to see for argument's sake.
Okay.
Right next. Oh, never mind.
There's 0% chance.
No, I thought it said 94. It's 84.
This is 84.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh man, they got Jurassic Park in
I'll give you
'93.
that one.
This is like left Twix, right Twix.
All right, point
Yeah.
93.
Yeah. All right, let's see where it goes from here. What is this?
X-Files. That's solid.
I'll give you that 93. I love the X-Files. But they didn't get good until 94.
Yeah, probably.
Great movie. If you're into comic books and good written stories, Batman Mask of the Phantasm is actually phenomenal.
Sure.
Year of Frasier. Okay. We had Friends over in 94.
true,
Yeah. Friends wins.
Army of Darkness.
That was a good movie, but
Solid
not
movie.
like
That was only 90.
Forrest Gump.
It's not Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
It's only the number one movie of all time on IMDb. But, Evil Dead.
What do we know?
Sure.
Three sucks.
Three
sucks.
Three was
Awful.
terrible.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yeah, if you don't have an LS, get the shit out of
No,
here.
this list is completely failing.
Just redeemed itself a little bit.
Point
Beavis and Butthead.
93.
Marvel Studios. Where do they start? No, they're gonna start with then. Bonus Carnosaur.
Carnosaur.
All right. So
All right,
that list, that was the
Terrible.
weakest. Are people commenting on this? Because they should be.
This is a joke.
94
is so much better. What year did pop culture start? What?
Well,
Oh my god! You
cost
kidding
of
me?
living? What is this? All right. Yearly inflation.
Lamb chops play along.
The average.
That's what I was
94?
excited about. Shit.
The average cost of a new house is $119,000. Damn.
Dude.
Wait, the average income is 37. That's not far from what it is now. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, and the average house in Long Island right now is $425,000.
Are you kidding me?
Like everyone do the math there. That's fucked up.
Dozen eggs, 86 cents.
Now it's what, $5,
Something like that.
right?
Yeah, it's just it's all the same. It's all the same ratio.
You think it's the same ratio? You think the average salary is
No, I
5
guess
times that?
No, I guess it's
Nope. Not even close.
No, not even close.
What's the starting salary? 40?
Yeah, right. It went up $3,000. Meanwhile, the house went up $300,000.
Right. Think about it. It's not even close.
Oh, wait. Did they say Netscape Navigator was invented in 1994?
Netscape Navigator released, quickly becoming market leader for browsing the web.
When was AOL created?
It's got to be earlier than that.
Yeah.
You get the 10-hour for
Yeah, the 1500.
I call those frisbees.
85? No shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, what about we got to like when was like going online like AOL like we remember.
You've got mail.
Yeah.
94. If it's 94.
I'm leaving. We're ending the show. Oh man.
See, I've argued though 97 was the second greatest year. If you look at 97,
97's pretty solid.
97's
as far as music goes too.
97 is pretty badass.
Look up music in 97.
This was
Barbie Girl.
Banger
What
after
up?
banger.
This was when they would, banger. It really is.
I get knocked down.
Mbop, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Quit playing
Backstreet
games
Boys
with-
started.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, well, this was the change in the in pop music into like TRL times, like boy bands, pop princesses. You know,
$3 bill, y'all.
yeah. Is it on there?
It's 97.
No. I mean, but like Puff Daddy,
Yeah.
right? So this is post Biggie. How Do I Live by Lynn Rhymes is to this day.
Jock Jam All Stars, baby, 97. Let's go.
What's on that?
Are you ready for this? That medley that just took all those dance songs, put them together.
Let's get ready to rumble.
These sound be running through my mind. Defense.
Let's get ready to rumble!
It's like 10 songs in
Yeah.
one. What else could you want?
Y'all ready for this?
I'm walking out to this at our wedding.
This would be awesome.
People just run into the brick walls.
Tootsie Roll.
Oh shit.
Yes, there it is.
Defense. 6 million copies sold.
Holy crap! There
Look
he
at
is.
Michael Buffer.
Oh,
just
God.
slinging that Buffer dick.
I wonder what these people are doing now.
Just living off his residuals.
Bro, I mean,
dancing in the
6
music
million
shit.
copies sold.
Seriously. Could you imagine having just like the smallest sample in the song and still making like profit from it?
Yeah, they get the check every year.
Yeah.
I mean, the Village people are getting money from this.
Yeah.
I'm
What's the guy that does all
Girl
the mega
Talk.
mixes each year? DJ Earworm.
Oh, earworm.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know Girl Talk?
Maybe.
Yeah, Night Ripper. Ooh.
This is 42 minutes long.
It's 42-minute like set of just mash. There's got to be at least like 70 songs, 80 songs mashed. The guitar solo from "Say It Ain't So."
Yes.
Oh my god.
From Weezer.
It's like pitched up
Yeah.
like an octave, yeah.
Dude, let's just talk about like I would say probably my favorite producer, hip hop R&B is Pharrell.
Yeah.
I mean, when you really look at how much he had his hands in from like the early 2000s,
Yeah.
all the way to like now,
Like-
your mind will just explode.
Or like early 2000s, if you got a track by Pharrell, it was going to be a hit.
Like I didn't realize that "Hot in Here" was a Pharrell song.
Oh yeah.
And then like
He's
when
got
I,
a distinct is like
Yeah,
such a
sa-
distinct sound now too. Mm-hmm. I took you know the master class?
yeah.
I did Timberland's.
Oh, see, to me, he's like right there. Like
Yeah, no, it's
Timbaland is amazing.
it's fucking awesome.
Timbaland uses a lot of like subtle, like voice sounds.
Yeah.
in
No,
his
he was
beats.
very like the first part of his class is like I don't jump on Ableton and just make beats off that. I'll take a mic in and I'll just record my own voice, like my own beats in my voice. Then I'll bring that to Ableton and I'll map out my drums from there, like off my own acapella voice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's amazing.
awesome.
I got like really stoned one time, and I listened to 2020 Vision by Justin Timberlake, and I really listened to like the production of it, and I just started hearing all these little voice things in the background, and I was just like,
Can you
oh,
pull
fuck.
up "The Rain" by Missy Elliott?
No,
Why not?
because I hate Missy Elliott.
But just put up the instrumental version.
I know what you're talking about, and I hate that song.
It's so good.
And you hear like all this stuff.
The baby sound?
Yeah.
Fucking hate it. That's why I don't like the song.
So good. You literally see him going to the beat. He's like,
Yeah.
like it's wild.
Yeah, but that's not that wild. I mean,
It's almost cringy, but like
that's how I
obviously
write
this guy-
songs.
And then you go. Okay, ready to go.
And
Yeah. That's a China symbol. Okay.
same fucking thing. I'm just like Timberland.
Yeah, I'm the metal Timberland.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Hey Tim, thanks for coming over.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Drew, thanks for stopping by and sticking around.
I just meant to drop off food.
Yeah. I just want to drop a gift off for your son.